It is finally here. This is Nightwish's The Greatest Show on Earth, and I have to say that it was a trek through time and a trek through different emotions. Before we get into the video, though, I do want to say that the format may look a little bit different because this was filmed live on my Twitch. And as always, just a friendly reminder to please like and subscribe. And with that being said, let's go. You can't see my arms out, but ooh, cello. Oh, everyone in the crowd is clapping. I like how the violins kind of like comes in and out. Ooh. Those fireworks were pretty nicely timed. Is beautiful. I feel like this should be in some movie or something. I'm like, ooh, I dig it. Also reminds me of the music from Kingdom Hearts. Just got that kind of otherworldliness to it. Okay, I'm sorry, that was 4 minutes and 35 seconds. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Hashtag entranced. Okay. Honestly, I like I've listened to quite a few Nightwish songs now, and I definitely appreciate and like the more, I guess, rock side of Nightwish, because it is symphonic metal, or metal side of Nightwish. But honestly, if they just did this and then closed out the song like this, with just Floor doing some operatic vocals and the flute and the keyboard and the piano, because you could hear like some cellos and I think some violins in the beginning, that is so freaking beautiful. And I get that there are going to be different parts to this song, like even there are a couple different performances of this, and they're kind of sectioned into, I think it was like 4 or 5 parts. But this is gorgeous. And I did mention, I am a fan of Kingdom Hearts, and I've listened to their soundtrack quite a bit as well, because their soundtrack is absolutely gorgeous. And this definitely has this, at least for me, it's kind of like this very, very like slow tension burn to it, you know? And it's just absolutely gorgeous. Makes me think of what they use for, like, I don't know, in the cinemas, you know, for an epic. It's just like, I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like slow-mo, and then like something happens, and then almost like something really sad happens, or something does sad happen, and then Floor comes in with her beautiful vocals, and then there's like this emotional moment. Like, it's like all painting a picture in my mind. And that's a really cool thing that that they do with their music. So let's continue this and see what they do with it. Oh. That is beautiful.
After sleeping through 100 million centuries, we have finally opened our eyes on a sumptuous planet, sparkling with color, bountiful with life. Within decades, we must close our eyes again. Isn't it a noble and enlightened way of spending our brief time in the sun? To work at understanding the universe and how we have come to wake up in it.
Hi, Marco. Okay, here's where we pick it up. This is where the person gets up in the movie and fights back. The villain enters. Sorry. Okay.
the tree of a biological holy entering life. The tapestry of chemistry. There's a writing in the garden, leading us to the mother of all. We are one, we are universe. There's what will be, science of the divine is here. Hey, young stars, riding the tide of our soul. Day to day, new opening for the greatest show on earth.
Okay. Before we get into this part, oh my god. Okay. I'd never seen them do something like that before, and that was really cool because they for me at least, it felt like, because okay, they had that spoken word part where they were talking about the universe and like it's almost like the all mother, or like the all, I don't know how to put it, but like the maker of the universe was speaking, and that's what Floor was embodying. And it had this I think it also had like some sort of like vocal effect on her vocals that made her just sound like this, I don't know. It was really interesting what they did there. And I mean, Nightwish is good at telling stories, and that's definitely what they're doing here. Also, Floor, oh my god, she just baffles me. She just baffles me, and I think she probably does that to a lot of people. But just like what looks easy, and I know is not easy, but just how she hits those notes with just like such ease, quote unquote, and clarity. Like it's just like it just comes out of her like a siren, and is absolutely beautiful. And I also enjoy Marco's vocals, as a lot of you know. But just for that portion with Marco and Floor, my eyes were definitely kind of glued to Floor. But this is really cool. This is really cool. And I'm honestly excited to see what they do with the other sections, because it's I never really know which direction they're gonna go. Like they're very just creative. The way that I think of it is like they are just a river of creativity, and you never know which direction they're gonna go, you know? So let's continue this. I'm gonna go back a little bit so it'll lead up into this part, and then we'll continue on. Ooh. Adjusting my seat.
Of what will be, science of the Devonian sea. Radiant stars, riding the tail of our soul. A day to day, new opening for the greatest show.
Drum solo, please. Look at that crowd. Ooh. A whistle of a flute or something. She's a siren. God. She's so freaking. No. This is totally the villain part, and I love it. Deeper into my ears. Yeah. Marco. Huh. Okay, for one, this part just makes me think of Michael Myers. Just the keyboards. just the piano part is making me think of Michael Myers. But I had other thoughts than that. They do say the greatest show on earth, and they kind of start at the beginning of time. And so I'm thinking that this part here, it kind of sounds like they're going into like early times, like before I don't know. I want to say 1200s are back. I'm thinking. Just like when they said the last light of the library, I think I can't remember, I may be wrong about history, but wasn't Rome invaded and they like burned the library or something like that, and that had like a whole bunch of art, like texts and stuff like that got burned to ashes or something. I'm sure that probably happened in a lot of places in history. But there were other things that they were talking about too that I feel like I'm thinking that they're going through a timeline of like the world. I could be completely wrong, and we will find out in the next parts. But I'm enjoying this, and I absolutely loved the villain era. Well, they actually, no, that's not true, because they did say something about mushroom clouds, which would have been in like the 50s, I think. Or no, 40s, 40s, I think, when nuclear was invented or something like that. I could be getting history so wrong, and all of you are going to be like slamming your textbooks down in chat and being like, learn your facts. So actually, I may be completely wrong about that, and I'm just realizing that. Anyways, this is sounding amazing. I love this villain section. I have to say, the intro I absolutely loved, and this villain section so far have been like my two favorite parts of this. Because also Marco did some stuff with his, like, he put more kind of growliness into some of his vocals for this more villainy sounding part. And I dug it. Yeah, I'm enjoying this, and you might not notice, but I'm just like, my feet are literally like this on the ground, and I'm like trying to do it ever so lightly because it's like I want to move, but at the same time I don't want to shake the camera to like too much. So I'm like trying to like get out the energy that I'm feeling from watching this, but not shake you guys while I'm doing it. Okay, let's continue this. That's what it's making me feel. Ooh, here we go. Marco, he's just like. Oh! We were here, Floor.
We are going to die most people are never going to die because they're never going to be born. The potential people who could have been here in my place, but who will in fact never see the light of day, outnumber the sand grains of Sahara. Certainly those unborn ghosts include greater poets than Keats, scientists greater than Newton. We know this because the set of possible people allowed by our DNA so massively exceeds the set of actual people. In the teeth of these stupefying odds, it is you and I, in our ordinariness, that are here. We privileged few who won the lottery of birth against all odds. How dare we whine at our inevitable return to that prior state from which the vast majority have never stirred.
Oh, the little signs. Look at them. Oh. That's super sweet. That's awesome. Okay. That's pretty cool. Okay, my cuties. Oh my god. That is... Whoa. That is whoa. Here, maybe I should leave this on.
There is grandeur
Oh,
in this
yep.
field of life, with its several
Everyone-
paths, having
everyone
been
would have
originally
screamed.
breathed into a few forms or into one. And that whilst this planet has gone cycling on according to the fixed law of gravity, from so simple a beginning, endless forms most beautiful and most wonderful have been and are being evolved.
Okay. That was really beautiful. Holy moly. That was a journey. One, it was so cool to see, like, that's the thing, is you don't get that in music videos. But you do get that at the end of live performance concert stuff, is you get to see how the band comes together. And I know that Marco is no longer with Nightwish, but the camaraderie that they all had during this time, I think is really, really beautiful. Even on stage, like during the performance, like just all the looks that they shared with each other and stuff, I really love seeing that. Because I think music is something that brings people together, and for people who are making music, I think I think it's a beautiful to see it happening that way as well. Floor's vocals, gorgeous. Marco's gorgeous. But I mean, we know this already. 2, I want to say that I still think my favorite parts are probably the intro and the villain part. I absolutely loved it. Those would be my favorite. But that was quite the experience. And the thing is like, it all, they tie those different sections together like really well. And they kind of like, it was very cool. It was very cool. So I want to thank you all for recommending this and for watching it with me. And I hope that you liked it. If you did like it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!